So this is my review of what I think we have designed and agreed on as per the 10th of July yesterday. The user enters the XR space and there is essentially a menu in front of them, or a table of contents of a proceedings. This thing is conceptually just a binding, a list, so it could be used for everything, but we are using it now for proceedings. There are bullet pointed options that the user can tap on, select, click, whatever the interaction will be best, which will have the text to open, and that will do the following. That list of papers will appear in the middle, and this this table of contents will then be on the side. It'll be on the side of the dominant hand, something the user can choose to change later if they want to. On selecting a paper, a little floaty info box appears with an abstract, further metadata and so on to be determined, but it should be simple from the metadata available. Maybe a control mechanism to quickly either hide or say if something's special, at least hide, because that's what people need to do while going through their proceedings, maybe. They can drag any of these papers onto the desktop. They collapse into a very small view, a thumbnail to be designed, and also the space in the document, then it's no longer listed there. If the user interacts with this floaty bit or with a paper in the list, it will open into full view. How they open it, we don't know. It'll probably be a double tap or a tap kind of gesture, or maybe a pull towards. We'll need to experiment. When they have the document, they can scroll up and down like now. Stretch goals, I feel, should be lifting into the space. I have a feeling that'll be very difficult to implement, but we'll see. It would be great to have it. And maybe annotate the document. At the bottom there are options to read, outline. Those two we already have. References might be showing the references from this document in a completely different kind of a view that really focuses on some references as objects rather than just a list. User taps or points to the scroller bar and an outline is there as a quick way to navigate around the document. And the table of contents should be disappearable, maybe just drag it underneath the document like this. And the user should be able to create little things in the space, we don't have a name for it yet, which when they select they will point to the papers in the proceedings which contain the criteria. I really think this would be an important part of using the XR space. It should also be possible to collapse the table of contents. And finally, the gestures for the hand need to be designed, and maybe the sphere would only be showing a visual user guide plus options such as specifying right or left-handedness. So that's really all I've got. I'm very happy with the document as written. My only slight concern is I think the elements in the space are quite a high priority. So we need to decide on what the user should do in XR space, in their thinking cap space, and what they should do when it's optimized for reading, which can maybe be done because we hope to have a shared library on their Mac, iPad or equivalent. So to be discussed, but the basic interactions of user sees this, chooses a view, documents appear, you can select to get more information, you can drag off, interact with it that way. You can open these to view full, and you can do that with several. That is really the core of what we're trying to do, to help the user decide which documents are important for them. So thanks very much for watching.